Hey, thank you for staying with us on Joy News Prime. Gary Alsmith here with the second batch of the sport. And as promised, he's the first Japanese to play in the Ghana Premier League. Jindo Morishita signed for Dwarfs early this month, but he has settled into the new club and environment quicker than expected. Morishita has been telling George Addo Jr. why he decided to play club football in Ghana and Africa at large and his targets for the second round of the league, and also loving Shatawale's music.
Oti den, from Jindo, mi fi Japan. Mo boma Dwarfs FC. Mo se fancy kakra. Merasi. Mo se fancy kakra.
Are you able to interact with people?
Yeah, I'm interacting. I love how the local people here, the Ghanaian people, how they communicate, including my teammates. Very friendly, very open-minded. I love them.
So just now we are training. I just asked him, come and stand in front. They say, what is the meaning? I say, the original hat. I say, Minchase. So it's just funny.
Oh, funny pa no horse pa. Oni diagro joke ni ada de in your bass bukra. Oni diagro try say obetimi aka atwi ni bi.
It's the first country to declare independence in Africa, so I always thought to put myself here.
A striker on the pitch, brave to venture into unfamiliar territory, an academy coach and a true professional. These adjectives describe Dwarfs' new striker, Jindo Morishita. Jindo has been around the world. His last football stint was in Zambia, where he played for FC Muza in pursuit of football. Jindo has embarked on a trip worth 3.953 kilometers from the eastern part of Africa to the west. And it's Ghana Premier League time.
I actually started my professional career in Zambia, and the reason why I picked Africa as a field is because I often think that the African talents have been overlooked. There's a lot of talent here, and how I know this is obviously, well, I'm a player, but at the same time I have a coaching license, and I've been coaching the academy levels, and I see lots of talents here, but not many people, in fact the Japanese people or the Asian people, think Africa as a place to build their career as a footballer.
Yeah.
And also there's not many connections between Japan and Africa to bring the African countries outside Africa. So I thought it would be an interesting for me to build a professional career as a footballer in Africa, because there's no, I think I would be one of the pioneers here. And the reason why I picked Ghana is, well, after my season in Zambia, in fact, I was traveling throughout Africa, including Tanzania, Ghana, Rwanda, Uganda, and Kenya. And looking at all these countries, well, Ghana, I thought, as I said, I loved the people here, the country, the culture, the food. So, all in general, like, that's the reason why I picked Ghana as a field. But looking at the football side, as I've mentioned, there's a lot of talent here, very physical, very competitive. So, yeah, that's one thing. And obviously I had connections here, so that's the reason why I picked Ghana.
The Ghana Premier League this season has been spoiled with foreigners. Talk about Kumasi Asante Kotoko and their Brazilian romance with Fabio Gama and Michael Vinicius leading the charge, and on top of it, a Portuguese manager in Mariano Barreto. However, the struggles of these players is no secret. Ghana's top flight is renowned for its physicality and agility, and being the division's first Japanese, this should be interesting. Some
of the supporters might have already seen me. I've been exposed for 2 friendly matches, scored 2 goals, and I'm a striker. But I'm not a striker who keeps the ball in front. I'm not physical compared to these big Ghanaian players, but I like to run in the space. I like to give these technical movements, and I have good shots. So I would love the support and the Ghanaian people to expect goals from me, creating chances. Not only that, I also take set pieces. I also take free kicks, corner kicks, and everything. So yeah, those are things I would love them to expect from me. I didn't see every team play, but Asante Kotoko, obviously I watched Dwarfs several games from the first round. Very physical, speed, and even after playing several games in the friendly matches, the pressure from the defender, very hard. I need to, I'm struggling, but at the same time, I see some chances for me to fit in the team and contribute to the team. So yeah, I think that comparing my physical level with them is quite nonsense because we have limited time to prepare, and improving my physical level, obviously I would get fitter, but improving my physical level, I would rather improve my, prepare better in my technical level, with the movements and the quality of the play. That's what I need to work more on during this preparation period.
Ebusia Dwarfs are currently 9th on the league table after the first round and have a target of finishing in the top 4 this season. However, goal scoring has been the Achilles, and the signing of Jindo Morishita is thought to be the panacea. Wondering how many goals he has promised to score?
There is going to be 17 games during the second round, so 10 goals. That's my goal for now. I mean, we need to figure out the work permit issues. I don't know if that's coming out yet, but if I have enough time to do that, I'm very confident to contribute to the team.
Jindo won't play in a vacuum. With the league nearing its second half, he will need to scale the language barrier, deal with the harsh weather, and as well, build telepathy with his teammates.
Jindo is a very good guy and a very quiet, very technical and technique person. Working with him for some few weeks ago now, I think he's a very good player. And when we get time for him, he will do best. He just played like a friendly match last week. He just scored a goal. And his status and his movement were very brilliant.
Is he a fun person to be with?
Yeah, very funny.
Tell me about it.
Very funny. He's now speaking our language, local language self. I asked him today and he said, when he listens to somebody speaking the local language, then he writes it down, and when he sees us, he asks. Yeah. And when we tell him the meaning of the language, then he started saying it. So just now we were training, and I just asked him, come and stand in front. They say, what is the meaning? I say, Berejinaha. I say, Mintiase. So it's just funny.
You break it kakra 3 days in una. Me around na me wakra. Nti me buy 3 days am me no be training no me hu say be hu any try matches aye bo no. Me hu say you good pa, you good we share goals so even cry wa be share ni adade no me hu say wa bat me no mo be boy. So share the ball obo the movement ni adade no. Oya de pa nti obetumi aboye. O funny pa no horse pa oni edi agro joke ni adade even your boss mukra oni edi agro try say obetumi aka atwi ne bi nti no o te kakra obusa no o te say on so just we ye o te say ni adade nti no betumi aka say oba team no so no ni ajepa.
At the moment, it all seems to be going well. The tactical demands of playing under coach Ernest Thompson are Herculean. But it appears after some training sessions and friendly games, the head coach of Ebusia Dwarfs is pretty confident the Japanese adventure will pay off.
Well, Jindo comes in with a lot of speed, pace, should I say. He's very pacey, and he's one player who knows when to run off the ball and when not to. I think he needs time, to be very frank, he needs time to actually gel in the team, because he needs to actually gel with the rest of those he came to meet. So it takes some time, so we are not rushing him. So I think, yes, he has certain qualities that we need, and I think that is going to help us going forward.
How has his integration been so far?
Oh, Jindo happens to be a very funny guy, and he's actually mingled with the guys. He likes speaking the Fanti language and, cracking some jokes in Fanti. And he now calls himself Kofi. And I think it's fun, having him around is fun. And all the guys seem to, like him. And I think it's good.
And Jindo Morishita is already the talk of town.
Jindo was surprised because Bola Jindo almost sees in fact, Bola Jindo Papa Sunday. Be most more expectation this year, why hard? But I see the guy to be very strong. He also is so good in positioning himself on the ball. Yes, he scored, and he scored. It was a very fantastic goal. His finishing is good, and so if they can be directing passes to him, I think once his finishing is good, he can make use of opportunities or chances which comes his way.
The Zambian experience did not end quite well, but the Japanese striker is determined to make Ghana work. And if Jindo should score 10 goals he has promised, this will be history anyway, to be matched or surpassed by Japanese set to follow his trail.
Jindo Morishita, we will be back to get an audit of his performance. But so far, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm Gary Al Smith, and that's the sport for now.